So hello everyone, happy Monday. It is the start of a new week of vlogs. Starting a couple days late into this, but I am back for a weekly vlog and yeah, life continues on. Let's start the vlog. Yes, it is Monday. It is June 17th. So we've had a little break here while we were navigating through everything with Ash, but life is a little different now. We're down to a pack of 2, 4 of us in the house. It's strange to have 2 dogs for 2 humans after so long. I mean, practically 7 years of being outnumbered by dogs to human ratio in this household, but we are doing well, you know, as well as you can be under the circumstances. It has been surprisingly easier for me than I expected it to be. I think I did a lot more grieving ahead of time than I realized I did. And that week, that final week, there were a lot of tears shed. It was a lot of crying. It was a lot of emotion that week, and especially the last day and the day of. There's a lot of tears over every single little final moment, and obviously day of was very difficult. But I feel like every day since has gotten just a little bit easier. Big help has been the fact that Colby and Foster adjusted much faster than I expected them to. Foster, I don't think acted different at all. Like, I think they both knew something was up. Obviously, Ash had the bandage on his foot. He was on painkillers for the last week. I think they knew that he wasn't quite normal. And I think they understood that we were babying him a lot, and he was not a dog that got babied very much. So I don't know. Who knows what goes through their minds? Who knows what they think? Foster didn't even act a little bit different, in my opinion. Colby seemed sad for a few days. The first thing he did when we brought home Ash's blanket was he curled up with it and snuggled with it. And we still have that blanket in the living room, so he can snuggle with it if he wants to. You know, we're coming up on 2 weeks later, and I think they're back to life as usual. I've got Foster here in his bed, Colby here in his, and yeah, I think thankfully the 2 of them are very bonded together. They always have been besties. They're adjusting. So that's the update on that. Thank you again to everyone who left comments or sent messages. It was overwhelming at times, just the amount of comments and messages that came in. I was blown away by how many of you reached out and offered condolences or offered love and sent love our way, and you know, just how many of you love our dogs, you know, from afar. It was overwhelming in a good way and overwhelming in a way that I tried to personally respond to every single message that came through, or at least as many as I could. But I could not go through and respond to comments. So if you left a comment on YouTube, I did at very least heard each one to let you know that I read each and every one. I did read every single comment. I just, in the moment, could not respond to everyone. At a certain point, just emotionally, like, I just could not do it anymore. So thank you so much for everyone. Like I said, read every single one, took every single one to heart, but especially in the thick of it, it just got emotionally overwhelming. Yeah, we're on the other side of it. He is back home with us. We had him cremated. He is back home with us now. Yeah, that was not super fun. I broke down again when we brought home his ashes. But otherwise, we're doing okay. We are hanging in. There's still some things that get me, like Foster gets cheese every single night, and I'm in such a habit of doing 6 pieces of cheese for each dog to get 2 pieces of cheese that many nights Colby and Foster are getting 3 pieces of cheese each because I tear the 6 out of habit, and then there's only 2 dogs. So little things like that. But so aside from that, I did edit together a video to do a little tribute to his final week. Uploaded it last night, planning to have it up today, and then I got a copyright strike from Epidemic Sound, which is the company that I pay to get the royalty-free music from. So right now I'm in limbo. I've put in the copyright dispute. I have emailed their customer service. I have tweeted them. I'm trying to get somebody to help me out because that's the whole thing. You pay to have the royalty-free music so that you don't get copyright strikes. And the copyright strike is coming from the company that I pay to have a membership with. Never had this happen. I've been using Epidemic Sound for probably over 5 years. Never had this issue. Of course it happens on the video for Ash, and I've already spent the time to edit it. I've really loved the songs that I use. I really don't want to have to find new songs to replace it. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. So hopefully that video will go up Wednesday. I'm hoping they'll get back to me by then, but that'll have all the final week footage of our time with Ash. So moving on, it is Monday. I need to do my planner. Back to normal week of work this week. Last week was an already planned trip to Disney for our anniversary. It was our wedding anniversary last week. So we went and stayed at Grand Casino Tower at Coronado Springs, which was beautiful. Absolutely loved it. And we were going to do Magic Kingdom, but we audibled because Magic Kingdom wait times look crazy. So we did Epcot on our anniversary, had dinner at Toledo at Coronado Springs. And then on Thursday, again, we just kind of like winged it. We went to Hollywood Studios. We got a reservation at Oga's Cantina for the first time. We got a reservation for Sci-Fi Drive-In for lunch, and we waited about an hour and rode Rise. Oh, we did Star Tours when we first got there too, because that never has a wait, but we waited about an hour for Rise, rode that, and then it was too freaking hot and we went back to Coronado and just relaxed at the hotel. But their little coffee bar there at Grand Casino, loved it. Cafe Bonbon, if you stay there, so good. Espresso with what's it called, sweetened condensed milk. Oh my gosh, I had 3 of them, technically 4 of them, because they had one version that had a little bit of liqueur in it that I had as an after dinner treat one of the nights. Oh my gosh, so good. So, and then to end the trip, we went to Universal on Friday, saw the new Tribute store, got lunch at Cowfish, and then got Dutch Bros and came home because it was way too hot in Orlando. We are officially in summer. It's miserable out there. So if you're traveling in for Disney or Universal or anything this summer, best of luck to you. This summer is bad. It's real bad, which we should have known because it was already like 100 degrees in May, but it's brutal out there. So now I'm back home. It's a normal week of work and I do my planner. So let's kick off this weekly vlog with a planner montage.
Yeah. Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one.
Okay, the workday is done, but before I go make dinner, I have a Stitch Fix to try on. So it is time for Stitch Fix fashion show, and then I'll make dinner. But yes, Stitch Fix arrived like on Friday, and I haven't tried it on yet, so let's go grab it. So to start with, pair of shorts. Didn't like them, too tight. The color was very like, you know, Halloween appropriate, but not really my style either. Just did not care for them. Those were a no. And now we have the second item. Second item is this shirt. It's fine. It's a very basic little cropped red and white striped shirt. Not much to it. I think if it was a different color, I might be interested in keeping it just because it's a nice soft material, you know, cute little crop, but I just don't particularly love red and white. So this one's going to be a no. Okay, there's so many things with this one. We're gonna start with the fact that it is a wool sweater and it is currently 80 degrees. Today's high was 93 degrees. I'm not wearing this shirt anytime soon. But even then, when I took it out of the box, I'm like, oh gosh, a sweater? Look at these sleeves. They're ridiculous. I don't know if they look quite as puffy on camera as they do in real life, but I put it on and was like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, these are not it for me. This is a no. I don't need a sweater, a short sleeve sweater in Florida ever, and definitely not with these sleeves. So an easy no on this one. We are not having a strong month. This is not going well. I think Wendy went a little patriotic because it is almost July 4th. But, oh, this is just so not my style. It's very tight across my chest. They're barely staying buttoned. Even if it fit, this material is going to be absolutely terrible in Florida. Like I said, barely hanging on there. This material would be absolutely terrible in Florida. I would be sweating to death. The sleeves are cute. I like the sleeves, but I don't like the sleeves and this lapel detail. It's giving far too office job, which I don't have. So, no. Final item is the cutest item. However, I just bought a shirt this style or very similar to this style in last month's box, and I feel like it had cuter details. Like the cut of it was more flattering. It had a high-low to it, and it had the v-neck instead of just the lack of button here. And I did wear that shirt on our recent trip to Disney. No, yeah, it was the Dolly Lounge night. I wore that on a little date. So love that one, and if I'm gonna pick this style of shirt out of my closet, it's gonna be that one. So no, this is a straight no box. It's fine. Didn't want to spend any more money anyway, so it all works out. But yeah, this was a dud of a box. No money spent, everything getting returned this time around. No biggie. Kind of saving up my money anyway because we're getting very close to Horror Night season, and I like to have new clothes for Horror Night season, so it's okay. Save the money. So here is tonight's Chef Ami meal. Here's the recipe card. And here's the finished product. Looks yummy. Alright, so it's Wednesday. We came out to do errands. And we're getting lunch at Cava. There we have it. Cava lunch. Yum. So we are back home from our little excursion. Basically, I needed to head out to Ulta to get my shampoo because I was completely out. So I went to Ulta, got my shampoo and conditioner restocked, and someone, I can't remember who, but someone messaged me and said, hey, Urban Decay did finally come out with a new foundation, and some other YouTuber, I believe, was testing it out and saying that they thought it was like the previous Naked foundation that I really like. That was all I needed to know to go try it out. So at Ulta, tested it out. One of the employees at Ulta did a color matching for me. So this side is the one that she's like, yeah, that's your color. And then this side, she was like, you could do that one as well, but this one's your color. And I completely agree. When I looked in the mirror, it's just on my cheeks. My forehead and everything else has the other foundation I was wearing. But my cheeks have the new foundation from Urban Decay. Now, of course, this side was sold out, so I just ordered it on Urban Decay's website. But this one was fine, but I can tell this isn't quite right. It's a little, this is 9 light cool. This one was 8 warm fair, I believe. But yeah, this one just looks a little orangey on me, whereas this side I feel like looks perfect. So we're gonna give it a go. I can't really tell formula wise if I like it because I had other foundation on, so it's like caked on there now. But when I put it on my hand, it did remind me of the old Naked foundation that I used to love. That's on the way. I ordered it from the Urban Decay website. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm rocking 2 different shades for a bit at least, because tonight is the Alanis Morissette concert. So I cannot believe it's been almost 3 years since the last time we went to an Alanis Morissette concert here in Tampa. Craziness. The sun keeps coming in and out of the clouds, so my camera like does not know what to do right now. September 2021 was the last Alanis Morissette concert, and at that point we were in a surge of COVID cases, so we thought the concert was going to get canceled. It did not get canceled, probably because it's an outdoor venue. So we debated on whether or not to go, and we did end up going, but we double masked for it. It was incredibly hot. It was already very hot, and then to go through the entire concert double masking, ugh. It was misery. So tonight's gonna be very warm. It is June in Florida, an outdoor venue. It's like, it's covered, it's pavilion at the state fairgrounds. But yeah, summer concerts in Florida, outdoors, not the most fun. We are going to go and not have to double mask this time, which I'm very excited about. So should be a good experience. I've seen the playlist. Now the last concert was the 25th anniversary of Jagged Little Pill, and so she played the entirety of Jagged Little Pill. And this tour just started like last week. But I went online to look at set lists because I was like, what is she gonna be playing on this tour? And strangely enough, she is playing pretty much the entirety of Jagged Little Pill again. Quite a few songs from, I can never remember the name of this album. Supposed Former Infatuation Junkie, which was her second album. Quite a few songs from that. They seem to all be abbreviated. I think only 2 songs on the set list I didn't know. One is like a single from 2021 that somehow just missed my radar, and the other, she has 1 album that I just could not get into. There's like 2 songs from that album that I tried and I just could not get into that album. Mostly stuff from her first 2 albums, which was surprising to me. I really thought after doing the full Jagged Little Pill tour that she would not want to be continuing to play Jagged Little Pill, but I think the only song missing from it is Mary Jane. I will take it. I do not mind hearing Jagged Little Pill all over again. We had lunch at Kava because we figured that'll be our meal for the day. Mike has the day off because it's Juneteenth. I do not, but a lot of people do. So I think it's a federal holiday now, and a lot of companies, look at this fool off. A lot of companies are starting to give people the day off. Mine does not yet, so I've got work to do. I've got to get in the groove before we go to this concert, but that is what's happening. Also, the Ash video went up today. I was able to get everything straightened away with Epidemic Sound. They released the copyright claim on it. Who knows what went wrong, but they fixed it. So that went up this morning, and I'm getting comments from you guys, and it was like, I know some of you said it was hard to edit it together, but I'm glad we'll have it for the future. I'm glad we will have that video to look back on. It's going to be a little bit of painful memories, but I know we're going to be really glad to have that footage. These 2 are in their normal spots. 1 dog, 2 dogs, and obviously cameras not allowed at the concert, but I'll have my phone, so I'm sure I'll film some clips during it. But yay, Alanis. If you don't know, Alanis is like my absolute favorite. I love her. So excited. hear me crazy. Hello everyone, it is Thursday and the hair is still a little crazy from the concert last night. But speaking of the concert, tired today. We didn't go to bed till like post 2 a.m. So I'm tired today, but it was so much fun. It was a blast. Loved it. I'm saying this because last night was actually not bad weather at all, but I actually really like that venue. It's the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater right now. It changes names all the time based on who's sponsoring it, but it's at the Florida State Fairgrounds. I feel like have hacked the system on it where we get there fashionably late. Super easy to park because there's nobody else parking at that time, and because it's the Florida State Fairgrounds, there's a ton of parking. If you're willing to walk, the parking's free. It was like over a half-mile walk in to the venue, but as theme park people who do that kind of walking all the time, no big deal to us. And it was peaceful. We walked in all by our lonesome. No issue going through security because we were like one of 5 people walking in at that point. Went straight to the merch booth and got my Alanis Morissette t-shirt because I didn't get one last time. Had some time to mill around while Joan was finishing her set. And then she finished. We roamed around, got some liquid death water because we're party animals. And lounged around waiting for the show to start. So it was fantastic. Loved it. She sounded so good, which I'm sure you got to hear a few clips here. I'm pretty sure I'll go to see any Alanis Morissette concert that comes through from now on because she just sounds impeccable live. Okay, it is dinner time. So I'm gonna make this from Chef Ami, jalapeno peach glazed chicken. If for some reason you are in the Tampa or Gainesville, Ocala area where Chef Ami delivers, I had one message me to see if I had any sort of like referral code, and I didn't, but now I do. So I reached out to them and was like, hey, sorry, I ran out of camera space. So as I was saying, they are a very small company. So I emailed them and was like, hey, I have a small YouTube channel and there's a small chance someone might want to try this. So they gave me my own discount code. Look at me being an influencer. So anyway, I have no idea if this benefits me. They didn't actually say, so don't know. Don't know, but my code is DiscoLiz. Go figure. So if you're local and want to try it, it'll save you 50% off your box. I don't know what it does for me, if anything, but yeah, I know there's not that many of you that live in the area, but if you do and want to try it, highly recommend it. I have loved it. We have loved it. So this is today's dinner. Let's make it. Okay, this one was a little work intensive. Excuse you. A little work intensive, but it looks absolutely delicious, so cannot wait for it. That dinner was so good. Saving that recipe because that glaze on that chicken, delicious. So good. So now it's time for some gaming, playing some Destiny, chill Thursday night, and then it's Friday. Yay, Friday! Oh, silly babies. Is Dad back home? Happy Saturday morning, everyone. Just got out of the shower, clearly. I did not vlog at all yesterday. So let me do my makeup and we'll have a little chat. All right, guys, well, it is Saturday morning. Yesterday was just a work day. And then last night We played a little Destiny. I streamed a little bit. I'm probably going to be doing some more Destiny streams here and there. And then it was Joe Bob night. And so it was not my favorite Joe Bob movie. Not my favorite choice of movies that he's shown, but it was Joe Bob night. He did show Donnie Darko though 2 weeks ago, which made me very happy because I love Donnie Darko, and I found out that Michael does not love Donnie Darko, but it was fun for me. So that was last night. Now it's Saturday. I am actually packing up to go to Orlando for a little girls weekend with Jess. So I'm gonna end this vlog and start the new one. So I will see you guys again next week. Thanks for all the lovely comments on the video I posted of Ash. Thank you for being patient this past month while I took some time off. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye.